Okay, part two. Who lives in a house like this? Right then, you see, lots of what I do is very regimented and very precise, and I've got an uncanny, what can you say, intuition that I know exactly what's going to fit and what isn't. Now, that's what I bought today from the freezer. So you've seen the one before, it was less than a quarter full. Now it's absolutely chock-a-block. And so that be that. Then we go into this freezer here, and chock-a-block, chock-a-block, and chock-a-block. Well, in actual fact, there's a little bit of room for a couple of L's, so I got it almost perfect, but just a little error there. Oh, goodness me, I don't know whether I will ever be able to forgive myself. Now, in here, we have all of the beans and pulses for Mediterranean dishes, and we've got kidney beans, we've got butter beans, we've got mixed beans, we've got chopped tomatoes, then we've got pasta, and we've got mushy peas, and we've got tomato puree. Then we have a few selections of soups for when I'm feeling a little bit like that. They all have to be facing forward, so I know exactly what I've got. So I never open the cupboard and I've got chaos on my hands and I don't know what I've got. I want to know, just by opening the cupboard, what have I got? So that's what I've got in there. Then in here I have the stuffing, the dumpling mix, all varieties of nuts, and bolognese sauce. I've got my pickled walnuts there and some more nuts there. Over here there's bleach, and there's washing up liquid, and there's bin liners, and there's washing powder, and there's a few miscellaneous for cleanliness. Pretty straightforward. In this one we have the honey, the brown sauce, tomato sauce, the gravy granules, the coffee, decaf and regular. Then we have down here peanut butter, mint sauce, Marmite, mayo, pickles, olive oil, pickled olives, mustard and tartar sauce, la-da-da-da. Then up here we have a selection of about 4 or 5 different curries. We've got tinned fish of lots of variety, salmon, tuna, mackerel and sardines. We have spare kratom. Down here I've got to put those in another cupboard, but up here we have the regular things that I utilise on a daily basis, which is like creatine, regular coffee, decaf coffee, sugar, cereals, and the nuts that are open, and also what's happening in there. And over here we have shampoo, body hydration fluid, shower gels, deodorant. This is peppermint oil for relief of aches and pains. This is beard oil and hair, and so odds and sods back in there. And we've got things kind of like regimented because I like to see what's available. We've got pecans, we've got mixed nuts, we've got walnuts and almonds, and we've got mangoes. Then we have the 3 varieties of kratom, and then we have the supplements. I have the honey and the cayenne pepper and the chamomile tea with lemon and ginger. 2 glasses of that each day, which looks like that. Cleans out the system and gives you lots of anti-inflammatories and all that sort of thing. And then when we're finished with these bags, we pack them away like we would if we were in the army, because this is the most efficient way, it's the most respectful way, it's the cleanest, it's the tidiest, and it's the most positive. In contrary to that, there's 3 bags here which were somebody else's. These are some bags that I borrowed from my daughter. Now, lots of people are not as anal as I am about having things kept in a very pristine way. Stand by your beds! Ready for inspection! You think I've been in the army, but I have been in the SAS, my own SAS, right? And so, what I'm saying here now, here's an analogy, and this is how the Awake and Brave mind works. Now, these bags here, they have all been owned by me. And so they have been trained. Every time I use them, I collapse them again, and they know how to be collapsed. They're perfectly happy with that. They're not all wrinkled and distorted, and they go back into this collapsed position very readily. If I was to try to collapse one of these bags, which has never been collapsed into its original state, I would find it almost impossible because the resistance will be so great. So therefore, I won't even bother trying to collapse those. I will screw those up like what they're used to, and I will place them in another place, in somewhere which is for things that fail to comply. So in here I have toilet paper here, I have my cage for my little boy, and I've got music things and spare duvets and all that. And so that's where they'll go. And I will just screw them up like they like to be screwed up. And these, on the contrary, they're going to be placed in a nice position, and they're going to enjoy the position that they have because they've earned it. Now then, that's it. So, who lives in a house like this, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you who lives in a house like this. Someone who has self-respect, someone who likes efficiency, someone who likes to be able to access every single thing that he possesses readily. He wants to know what he's got, and so just by opening the cupboards, whenever he's feeling a little bit peckish, he opens the cupboards and everything is on display. And so he doesn't have to go, oh, what's in here, what's behind there, oh my god, here's a tin I had from, 2019. No, it's all very, very efficient and ready to go. And then here are the herbs and accoutrements that I use on an ongoing basis. And here you can see this rice here, dated the 3rd of September. That's over 2 months old, and that hasn't done anything. In actual fact, you can see the ball in there. It's very curious actually how it's made a ball. It's formed a ball in there. That's the I love you one, whereas this one's never formed anything. This one just stayed like this, and it's looking absolutely pristine, isn't it? So go figure on the rice experiment, guys and girls. And so there you have it. It's efficiency. This is what we like, and when we look in here we can see exactly what we have. And there's a certain level of orderly. It's not OCD because I'm not impulsive or compulsive about it. I don't have an obsession. I just have a tendency to like things in an orderly fashion. So if I use this and I wash and clean this, it's so very easy just to put it back like that. Why would I just want to go like that? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. That's just ridiculous, heinous, and I would hate that shit. And so that's how I do things. And then when I look into my cupboards here, then I only have enough things for me. Because there's no requirement. Why do I need 12 plates or 12 bowls and this and the other? I don't. Here is affirmations. These are my daughters and these are mine. And then in here we have pretty Spartan at the minute because I've only just been shopping, but we've got fresh vegetables. We've got the foraged mushrooms in there. And then we have some stuffing. This is gravy, and this is chicken stock. And so that's pretty well that. Living for one person, there's a certain amount of fresh vegetables for every day, and then I have a meat meal every day. And that, guys and gals, is a representation of the mind of the working brave, if you didn't know it already. Hasta la vista.